time, Broward has had voting irregularities or violations, and we had to bring to the forefront where every vote should be counted and should be counted properly. And so with the relationships that I developed with people like Chairman Blaze and Golia, with the RPOF, the RNC, and the other local attorneys here, we're able to bring forth an issue and bring it to light that yes, there are voting irregularities, there are voting issues and concerns, and thankfully we got to the right people, and there's now a lawsuit that it was in Broward County, and we're getting those irregularities fixed, and once and for all, hopefully everybody's vote will count and count properly in Broward County.
This lawsuit is separate. They were just in the news that there was a federal lawsuit where Snipes was testifying, where she admitted that dead people and non-citizens voted last time. That was totally separate. This is a different lawsuit that's actually here in Broward County.
Well, what it is, Tom, if people aren't paying attention, which is mostly what it is, and if they're not acting on getting things done, the same system, the same situation, there are actually people that believe if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And I think that was starting to permeate, Broward County. And so what I did when I started hearing of the violations and the things that weren't right, I started talking to Chairman Blaze and the RPOF people and the RNC, and we finally got things done. We've had vote by mail issues. We've had issues with canvassing, board meetings, omission of congressional races and constitutional amendments. Republican poll watchers were removed when they started noticing these irregularities. And in fact, we even had one local attorney that came out to the polls to cover for the poll watchers that were removed. And then, like you brought up, once these issues are identified, how do you correct them? And so what I did, I developed the relationships with the local attorneys. As I mentioned, they even came out to the polls to cover the poll watchers that were removed. I developed relationships with people like Chairman Blaze and Golia, state leaders, and the RPOF. I developed the relationships with the RNC, the Trump administration, and the use of social media to get out the word that yes, there are voting issues in Broward County. Because the regular media doesn't always like to report on their own. So start using social media to get the word out. Well, the lawsuit is to make sure that everybody's sacred right to vote and have their vote counted is done correctly. And the thing is, Broward, for a lot of times, the candidates and so forth would, they'd go to Palm Beach, they'd go to Miami, and they'd skip Broward. And you can see that there is an insurgent of candidates, sometimes working, 2 years out, coming into Broward now. So what we are doing is working. We just have to make sure that we keep those relationships open, and we keep going after the irregularities, whether it's being the voting or the candidates or whatever. And to make sure that Broward is seen as the hidden gem that it truly is. With 260,000 registered Republicans, that is a true concern that every candidate needs to realize. Broward is important. And if the way Broward goes, the way the state goes. So, there again, if you're a candidate, make sure you're coming through Broward, just not driving past it. And did I answer your question?
Yeah, that's
good. And to sum this up real brief, one of the most sacred expressions of free speech for any American citizen is the right to vote. Today I'm asking each and every one of you to work to ensure that we all vote, and to ensure that all of our votes are counted correctly. May God bless you and your family, and may God continue to bless this great country and Broward County that we so fondly call the United States of America.